we're continuing yesterday the entry of exile. So he says that there's actually practical advice he gives to how to endure the exile. He says, yeah, he's a strong Musar. Are you listening, Eliyahu? It's fit for us in exile. Even if there's no current suppression and oppression from the people we live with, still we have to not forget one thing in exile. We have to realize that we are captives, downtrodden, and misplaced. We are not where we're supposed to be. We can never forget that. Our inheritance was given over to strangers. Our land is given to strangers. And servants, people who are supposed to be servants, they're ruling over us, right? And he says, therefore, since we cannot forget where we're from and where we're supposed to be, so therefore, we should not present ourselves with noble and prestigious attitude, with the finest clothing and extravagant buildings, not to indulge in excessive partying and rejoicing, or raising our voices in songs and drums and dance in a showy way. Because even if Hashem gave us parnasat tova, says the Pele Yoetz, and this person could say, it's my money, I can spend on whatever I want. Why not, Rabbi? Still, he says, because the jealousy that we cause in the goyim unto us, from when we go and we do this voimeh, we do this pakazucha, all this showing off, they see this, and they look at this, and they pay attention to this. And therefore, Haz Shalom, even the little bit of showing off, they notice, their eyes become darkened with jealousy, and they cannot see. And Haz Shalom, they could go and plan against us. Therefore, we have to let our women, our men, behave with extreme modesty, make sure our wealth and our nice things are not observed by the non-Jews. He says about the Barbanel, how did the Spanish Inquisition start? The Barbanel's wife, she had a very nice ring. It was very, very special, very unique, exquisite. And what happens? Everybody who saw her ring would say, Bravo Anilia. Bravo Anilia, they use this word. How do you get the word Abarbanel? Last name Abarbanel. He says the Bravo Anilia was abbreviation, was a contraction of this word. Bravo Anilia became Abarbanel. That's his last name. And the queen of Spain saw her ring, became jealous, and from there she started putting in her husband's heart to hate the Jews. So you see that the person has to be careful. Now sometimes people say, oh, this Bukharin got robbed, and that Bukharin got robbed, and he got held up, and he got held up. We do it to ourselves. All the people we show off to in the street, why you need to wear all this stuff to go to a restaurant, to go down the block, to go make shopping? You have to wear all this fancy stuff, and to go and make the goyim go and chase us. Person has to have his eyes in his head and see the future, what it could lead to. A person has to realize that he cannot just say, it's my money, I do whatever I want. It has consequences. It has a lot of ramifications. You change the next generation who follows your path. It changes the people around you, and they start looking at you different and start acting different. So therefore he says, we have to not forget we're in Galut. And even if forget the goyim. He says, person, even from Jews to another Jew, you have to be careful from Marit Ain, from their eyes, from Ain Hara. Lechush me'od le'ra'at Ain Hara. Ki rabah, is very great. Ain Hara is a real thing, and therefore a person has to make sure that, I wear whatever I want, I drive whatever I go whatever I want. A person has to know this. Ain Hara is a real thing, and he could go and make other Jews jealous. How much more so the goyim? And therefore a person has to make sure, just like Yaakov Avinu, he went to his children. What did he tell them? When you go to Egypt, what should you do? You go on 10 different gates. Why did he tell Yaakov Avinu his kids? Why did he tell him his kids to go 10 different gates? So it shouldn't be Ain Hara. Then what happens? If all of them come in one gate, wow, all of them, he's brothers, they're all one family, they're so strong and smart and this, Ain Hara right away. So he made Yaakov Avinu himself. He said we have to go and make sure that we don't forget where we are. How can we celebrate and show off and buy all these fancy things? We're still in Galut. The Shekhinah is in suffering. Can you imagine a person, his sister is depressed, doesn't have money, she's sick, she's homeless, and you are going into partying, enjoying yourself, throwing money here, throwing money there. You tell the guy, listen, it's a bit nistidna, you're not embarrassed. Look, your sister over there, you don't take care of her. She's suffering, she's going through hard times. Spend time with her, feel her pain, carry her burden with her. You act as if you don't see. People see October 7th. People see all the suffering there is in the world. This is that we're in Galut and we're having a difficult time being Jews. The person has to pay attention to that and not just say, I don't care about anybody. I do what I want. It's me, and my money, and I'm happy. The person has to know we're part of Klal Yisrael. We're all brothers and sisters, and therefore the Shekhinah obviously needs to be redeemed. The Shekhinah is in Galut, and therefore we have to make sure that we honestly think about the Shekhinah and not forget who are our neighbors, and not forget where we are. We have to go and be redeemed, to go to build the temple in the Eretz HaKodesh. Amen, amen.